Hey, survivors. Even though it's kind of uncomfortable for us to give out these gold nuggets of advice, I'm going to because I think they're pretty important for newbies. No, they're not important. They're critical. Consider me the goose that lays the golden eggs of advice. Bak, 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 bak. Wait, no, that'd be honk, honk. Let's look into that. These golden nuggets of truth I'm going to give you hopefully will help you live a life of chronic illness a little better and a little easier. And since they say good advice is worth its weight in gold, the least you could do is click that like and subscribe button. So my first gold nugget of truth that I'm going to give you is that 1, putting all your faith in the medical system is a very bad idea. Newbies, including me, all put all our faith into the medical system right away. We expect them to cure us. We expect them to care. We expect them to do so much. And honestly, I think this ends up being the most shocking realizations to newbies with chronic illness is that the doctors aren't like they are on TV. They don't work very hard to diagnose you. They don't care about getting you in quickly, figuring out what's wrong. And even if they did want to, they're pretty limited by the medical system. Not only that, but relying on the medical system is also bad because the majority of the time, a diagnosis does not lead to a cure. I mean, 80% of people with chronic fatigue syndrome struggle to get a diagnosis. It takes years. And then once you get the diagnosis, you get a pretty hard-hitting realization slapped to the face that it didn't really change much at all. My second gold nugget of truth for newbies out there, you need to be realistic about your life situation right now. Realize that if you keep trying to live your life like you did before you got sick, aka when you were normal, well, you now have a disabling chronic illness. And with having things like chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, that can be an extremely dangerous form of denial because it'll make you get worse.
It's worse. It's so much worse.
What do I mean, for example? Okay, socializing. Socializing now has to be handled in a completely different way. I mean, otherwise, you're just going to wear yourself out and you're still going to lose those friends that you think if you don't push yourself to go hang out with them, you're going to lose them. You're still going to lose them. You're just going to make yourself worse. You know what I mean? And I did make a video all about how to socialize with chronic illness, specifically chronic fatigue syndrome. And you can check that out here. Now, another thing is you might have to start having a daily or weekly routine to help you not overdo it. And while normal people would consider this the most monotonous, boring life, this could be life-saving for you because it will prevent flare-ups because your body knows what to expect. It's better to live a semi-normal life than constantly be recover. Ooh, a day of sort of energy. Crash. Ooh, recover. Crash. Like, no, it's a bad cycle to be in, guys. Don't be in that cycle. And a lot of you feel like maybe you're faking it or it's all in your head because you're being told that, and that's why you keep overdoing it. Put your health first. Don't let other people convince you you're crazy and gaslight you. You're not crazy. You are having these problems. You do need to put your health first. Otherwise, yes, it does get worse. Yes, you will go further downhill. You think you can't. Yes, you can. And here's a video about no, it's not in your head. Another example is work. A lot of us have a hard time cutting back on work when we know we need to. But, oh, you gotta push. Oh, I can't risk my job. Oh, yeah, we've all been there. We've all said that. And when you go downhill, you're gonna have to anyways. Make it on your terms. So take that sick leave you've been saving up. Take that vacation. I don't care if your bosses get annoyed or are short-staffed. That's your time to take. They legally can't not let you take that. So, or at least in my state, they can't. And then if you're really bad, I found out I had to actually cut back First, I had to go part-time, and then when that didn't work, I had to go to an easier form of the job, and then an easier form of the job, and I went all the way back down the ladder, because you guys, you know me, I'm stubborn. I give you guys these tips because I effed it up royally. I had to learn the hard way multiple times. So anyways, by the way, if you're scared to ask for time off with your boss, try this video. Gold nugget number 3. Yes, it can get worse. Much worse. Look, it gets worse slowly at first. Like, at first you kind of have to have a flare, and then you feel bad, and then you feel better for a little while. But that time of feeling better, as you keep doing the same thing, because you're not letting yourself recover, your time of feeling good gets less and less and less and less and less and less. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta recover. And I mean recover. And it takes so much more to recover from this than a normal person. Normal person. Listen to your body. Take notes. Do what you have to. Heart rate monitoring especially helped me with pacing and doing all this. Check out this video for heart rate monitoring tips and the watch I use. Gold nugget number 4. Be your own medical detective. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, you need to keep a lot of things. You need to keep your medical tests, x-rays, CTs, ask for CDs, ask for copies of the results, all of that. Always get it. Do not let them talk you out of it. They have to give it to you. It's yours. Medical records from all your appointments, keep those on hand. Keep them in a binder. I don't care. I shove them in a bag at this point because I'm too tired to do anything fancy. Keep a symptom diary, a daily symptom diary. This will help you diagnose what might be causing things and when it happens and how to fix it. I keep mine. I have a big old calendar, like a really big calendar with big days, and I write what I did on those days, how I was feeling. And also research what you have. Research everything on your own because your doctor won't. Research whenever your brain is working and find some alternative treatments. Talk to other people who have this, and maybe you'll get a couple things that you can bring up to your doctor and be like, hey, one of the people that have the same symptoms I do did this and it worked for them. Can I try this? Usually your doctor will say yes. Not to mention, all of this that I just told you to do will also help you get on disability when you finally need that. So yeah, keep your medical tests, keep your records, keep a symptom diary, start researching everything involved with your chronic illness, ask others in chronic illness groups what has worked for them, and look into that. What hasn't worked for them, look into that. And use all this information to make a list of things you want to try, a list of things you might want to avoid, and a potential recovery plan. And then you can give that to your doctor and work one by one. Gold nugget number 5. Jazz hands. Look, I know you don't want to hear this, but get mental health help and therapy early on. And look, I know the act of seeing a therapist has a stigma to it. The chronic illness slowly eating away at your life is extremely depressing. And it's really, really, it eats away at your soul. Between the losing friends, the losing your job, the losing your health, the losing who you thought you were going to be. I mean, all those things are traumatizing. One of them would be traumatizing to normal people, and we get all of them. Yay! So this is a really good reason to be going to a mental health professional. And not to mention depression, anxiety, that can actually make your symptoms much worse. So even more of a reason to start going to a therapist to help you learn some ways around that, to stop maybe the anxiety from taking over, or to stop the depression from taking over before it's a problem. The sooner you learn how to manage your emotions and all the negative life changes, you will be so much better off in the end for having gone to a therapist early. Here is my mental health video playlist. There's some stuff that might help in there too. Seriously though, here's one thing I didn't know. until it was too late is if you don't deal with your mental traumas, because I have actual trauma from my life. If you don't deal with your mental traumas, like I know repressing it seems like it helps or it seems like you have it handled, but actually it snowballs and it makes your health worse. I thought I could just bury it, or I thought I was used to it, or I was tough. I was a tough girl. No. Those traumas are in you and they will keep causing problems. They will attack your health. They will make your body attack itself. So, yeah. By the way, survivors, I have had a really hard couple of months. I don't know if I would have made it without you guys. So thank you so much. I also think your next step should be watching these videos here, and I really hope you enjoyed my video. I hope I was helpful to you. Keep on surviving, my friends.